Hey, it's Dan, your biker in the kitchen. Been away for a while, haven't made any videos, mostly because I've been on this keto diet and quite honestly the food just isn't that interesting. So everything looks like just a pan full of vegetables and meat with some cheese on top and can't get too excited about it. So uh, it's today is Sunday, December 23rd, so we're just coming up on Christmas for 2018 and the end of the year and all that good stuff. And I realized that I'm not much of a holiday person, but I also didn't have any food in the house. So I ran to the store today to grab some stuff to get me through the period where the stores are going to be closed and all you crazy people are out there doing crazy holiday stuff. I'm going to be hiding and staying here in the Casadel Biker, but need something to eat. So some good deals this time of year, and I found some uh, loin roast that I'm going to chop down into some New York steaks. So I thought, well, that's better than what I have been eating. So let's make a quickie video on holiday steaks. Went down to my local market today, which happens to be Fry's. Could be anyone. A lot of people have deals this time of year, but I've got these. I was going to just buy some steaks just to have in the refrigerator, and that's what we call it, Midwest refrigerator instead of refrigerator. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, they had these great deals. Now these are obviously overpriced just to make the sale look better, but basically I got 3 pounds for $14. A little over 3 pounds. I think it's 3.5 pounds on that one, and 3.5 on that one too. Relatively the same price. So 28 bucks. I got 7 pounds of what I'm going to cut into New York steaks, and I'm going to make them about 1 inch thick because, again, with my diet, I don't want to eat a whole lot of meat, and 1 inch is still going to be a 16-ounce steak. So we're going to not make them bigger than that. I'd like to make them 2 inches because they cook a lot nicer, but we're going to try to get 6 or 7 1-inch steaks out of this. All right, we're going to try to not make this too choppy. Let me get these, get them open here. I don't know if you can see it, but I've got my glass cutting board down here that's been cleaned and ready to go. These are just both partial loins, so they've already been trimmed up from the back strap. So when you buy a full loin, you're going to find that there's a back strap that needs to be removed with what's called like the silver paper or that type of thing. These were already chopped in their center sections, so we're just going to cut them into steaks. We could split them this way, and instead of being New York steaks, and they're called Manhattans, or little smaller, more petite. And in Manhattan, they can charge more money for them, I guess, for the same chunk of meat. We're going to cut them this way and make New York strips. And I'm not sure how exciting this is going to be to watch, so I won't make you watch me cut them all. But basically, I just kind of made some scores across there just to kind of plan out where I'm going to cut them. And just slice them down. Yeah, definitely need a sharper knife. Well, there'll probably be a harsh edit right before this because my knives were not very good and I had to use a couple of them to try to get something going. So Biker in the Kitchen hasn't done any butchering in a while, so you might want to make sure you got good, sharp knives. So I split the one down into, I've got 5 steaks out of that there, and if I can get 4 or 5 more out of the other section, that'll be 10 steaks roughly for $28, $2.80 a steak. And you could also leave this together and cook it as a roast, the second one. It's kind of common. And you'll get some trimmings also that if you were going to make any hamburger or anything like that, you might end up with something there. I may just chop that up into put it in some eggs. But that's me. All right, go on to the next one. Definitely got to put some work into it. My glass cutting board doesn't help when I hit that bottom and get the knife up against it either. But they come off pretty easy. I mean, it's a 10-minute job to chop these things up. Not too bad. Probably worth the labor for the money you're going to save. And through the magic of video editing, we've got 10 pretty good sized steaks here. They're all just about a pound each, which is probably more than I need to eat. I should really only be eating 4 ounces. But steak and salad is going to be my subsistence for the next 3 or 4 days until life gets back to normal and you all stop this holiday craziness. Anyway, that's what we're doing here. We're going to fry one of these up right now. I just went out to the barbecue to turn it on and I'm out of gas, so we're going to improvise and go with the grill on the stovetop. So we'll see what happens there. Stay tuned. So I went ahead and I double bagged 2 steaks in one bag and fold it over, and that way you can still use them individually. I don't know if I can see that or not. Oh, can't see the camera. 2 steaks in one bag. We're going to put these in the freezer. Cook one tonight, put the other one in the refrigerator for tomorrow. Get back to the cooking. Alright, I'm going to have to talk over the vent here because as you can see, we're warmed this thing up. It's a flat top stove, electric stove. You know, not nice like a nice gas-fired stove would be. I put this griddle on the top of it, but it's just on 2 burners. So we've got it pretty warm. It's had a little sheen of oil on it already, so that's smoking. So it's pretty hot. Probably gonna get a little bit worse because I'm gonna add a few chunks of butter. And I'm pretty much a steak purist. I like steak and not much on it. I'm going to throw these things on there. About 4 minutes aside. Flip them. And we're going to call that a party. Actually, we're going to add a little bit of... So you say, Biker, why you got 2 steaks? You said you're just going to eat one, you big fat pig. Well, sometimes a biker does have guests, so... And one of my guests prefers to have garlic salt on everything. So we're going to add that to both sides. And we'll be back. There was the first flip. So we've got some grill marks going on there already. We're cooking it hot and quick. These are going to be medium rare when we're done. That's how I like them. I actually flipped them again in the opposite direction just to put better grill marks on them. It's all about the presentation, you know. And there we go. We're going to call that a party. Good char, hot butter, medium rare. That's steaks Biker in the Kitchen style. And so that's steaks a la Biker in the Kitchen. Pretty simple. Nothing too exciting, but if you do steaks right, they're the best. Anyway, happy holidays to y'all from the Biker in the Kitchen.